Okay, welcome back. 5 more minutes.
Everybody, hope you had a great summer. It's been a while.
Since our last update, it's been 5 months.
We're trying to keep it, every 3 weeks, as promised.
This is Andrew Guan.
This is Danny Zhang.
And today we have a new special guest. Welcome, William.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Please introduce yourself, William.
Hey, I'm William. I am basically a freelance for skateboarding. Currently, I work for Carhartt Whip for China skate team. So pretty much the skate team manager.
Okay, cool, great.
Yeah, William been in the skateboarding industry in China for a long, long time. And he used to be a filmer, right?
Used to be.
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yeah, long time ago. William always worked for Kiku Club as part-time. Also, he the guy behind the Kiku Club Instagram.
So he's basically, William is the window to the outside world. That's what everybody else uses.
Yeah, because William used to study and live in Canada for how many years?
12 years.
Wow.
12 years in Vancouver.
Yeah, that's why his English is so good. All right, so today our main topic gonna talk about China skaters getting more and more international.
There's a lot of Chinese skaters gaining attention on social media, Chinese skaters, and also going out to the States for the famous contests, actually, some of the more famous ones.
Anyway, before we start to talk about the main topic, let's review the past 5 months. What's going on in China, right?
Yeah, we had
the latest one. Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween, everybody! Yes, that's a big one. It's we had a lot of fun. Vision Streetwear did a really good one.
For the people who listen to our podcast for the first time, I'll give you guys some background information. So Vision in China is not like Vision Streetwear in US. Vision in China is pretty cool. Actually, they sponsor the skate team. They organize all kinds of events and contests, and sponsor the Go Skateboarding Day event, and had their own product line, right? Design the new shoes.
Yeah, absolutely. Vision, I think in the States, because of whatever reasons we won't get into here, but it's managed more commercially. They don't do footwear, so it's clothing. And so here in China, it's actually run by like-minded people and that have that skate attitude and how to do the brand right. So
the relationship between Vision China and the Vision US is
it's Vision across the world is actually run regionally, so by that country.
Okay.
If the brand has a presence there. So China is very different than, let's say, Japan or Korea. Whereas, for example, a different brand, let's say Vans or Carhartt.
Licensing.
Right, so it would be licensing. And so we are able to, I guess here in China, do something different.
Okay.
So it's run, managed different.
So in the past weekend, Vision started a Halloween campaign. They host the event in several different cities.
And it was in Zhengzhou. That is where, if for people that are bad at geography, which are, a lot of people, most people. And so this is where, like, basically Shaolin is. Like, if you're listening to Wu-Tang, that's what they keep talking about is Wu-Tang, Shaolin. And so, the mood was insane, really good. There was a total of, I think, 10 cities. But Shanghai, Zhengzhou, Wandering in Shenzhen, and all really spectacular. A lot of original ideas. So we're seeing these events with more Western ideas, but very very good, well executed. So the skateboarding is good, and this is what we really want to see, right? And this is what kind of the kids get to experience in America or maybe somewhere else in Europe. And I think it's so important to see that at these events, because it really felt like at a dime a challenge or something, and people felt that. So it was really a show. People had fun, they got prizes, and so a lot of emotions came out. I think that's what makes skateboarding events so much fun.
Okay, so William, did you see some photo from the Halloween event recently?
Yeah, I did. I mean, Halloween in general in Shanghai is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that the block. I mean, in
Jululu.
Jululu, they have to roadblock it, and
Yeah, the
That's-
cops blocked the
Yeah.
street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halloween's definitely I think it's just a fun holiday.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what kind of culture, what kind of, you know, background or belief, it's just you know, it's just like that's the one day a year you get to dress up, you know, whether it's your favorite movie character or whatever, you know. And so that's also why we do Halloween, which we named Psychofest.
Psychofest.
Ah.
Yeah.
Because if you have a we already have Psycho from, you know, our legacy, and so we have the Psycho Stick, so we're Psycho Fest, you know, that's where everybody gathers and comes and has fun. So that one we do a little bit different than, let's say, Go Skateboarding Day, because Go Skateboarding is just huge, right? So it's just collectively every shop or basically the whole country getting together and celebrating skateboarding. As for Halloween, we try to do it more in the sense that's just more exciting, to try and capture what William was talking about, that energy, you know, where you have people just celebrating, dressing up, and of course skateboarding, having fun. That's the whole point of it. So we don't do huge numbers, so no more, you know, 70 shops or anything like that. That's why we keep it to 10. And so we really hope that the skaters that not only support their local, but if the event is nearby, you know, they can travel there. And then that's what we want. We want the bigger crowd. Go Skateboarding is already a huge crowd.
You went to Zhengzhou. I saw some photos from Zhengzhou. There are some crazy costume. The most fun one is I saw a ghost climbing on the tree. Yeah. Right?
That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
talk about that part.
Nobody saw him at first because everybody's focused on what's happening, you know, well, in the middle, right? Like where the ramps are and people are skating and jumping down and stuff. And, you know, we're like out of the corner of our eye and we see this like ghost looking thing. And at first I was like, oh, maybe it's a plastic bag that caught up in the wind. And, you know, like, oh, it's just, you know, whatever. Somebody's like, maybe, you know, somebody's drying their shirt there, you know, like somebody's been working too hard. And then it started waving at us. We're freaking out. We're like, is that like, what is that? Like we had no idea what it is. And so this guy, apparently he's dressed up like Casper, you know, just white sheets and with eye holes. And he climbed up this tree and he's up in this tree waving to everybody. Like, and he's not yelling, you know, so if you see him, you see him. And then as soon as he captured, you know, our attention and the MCs and we kind of pointed him out. So, and then everybody, you know, realized he was there. So that's the kind of energy we're talking about, you know, getting creative. You don't have to necessarily have a whole bunch of money or whatever, but you can also join the fun, even if you don't skate, you know. Yeah, it's great. That's the DIY kind of, you know, mentality that we're...
I also saw some photos, like they're kind of like copy the fucking awesome ski jam, like the electric motorcycle riding.
The funny thing is about that, we were actually out front of a mall, like a shopping mall, and that's pretty insane. So we had... KTM motorcycles, you know, big engine ones. So they're making a whole bunch of noise. And we had these electric ones. And so, you know, it was pretty wild. They were jumping on the kicker ramps and just getting rowdy, you know. So we were like, this is like no mall would ever let us do that. And that was pretty cool.
Did you watch the video from Wandering Skate Park, the Halloween party?
I haven't yet.
No.
But must
I saw
be fun.
他们有一个那个医院的那个床 how to see that?
Oh,
Hospital bed?
yeah, it's called a gurney.
Yeah, in Shenzhen.
Yeah, they had a gurney. Basically a movable hospital bed or stretcher, I guess, depending where you're from, you know, in the States. I don't know what they call it in Canada, probably hospital bed. Yeah, in America, I think it's a gurney or a stretcher. And so, yeah, they had that, and they used that as an obstacle. So again, very cool, right? Like they probably just had that lane there, and you know, like a wheelchair, and they're like, let's skate that. You know, that makes sense, and I think that's the kind of Halloween attitude that we're going for.
Yeah, the skaters do some tricks over the bed, but my favorite trick is hippie jump.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm glad to see that. You know, that's the like. I think Halloween is the one day that you can do, you know, like it's just you can do anything you want,
Yep.
you know, and so all the hippie jumps, all those cool tricks that, or even funny tricks that we see can, you know, be brought back.
Okay, cool. That's the last weekend, the Halloween event hosted by Vision Streetwear in China. Let's push back one more week. So that weekend, there is a skateboarding movie festival, Pushfest.
Yeah, Pushfest was in town. I don't know.
Pushfest in Shanghai.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the third time, the fourth.
I think they said it's the 6 or
Wow,
7
already.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason they name it Pushfest because the organizer, the founder is Push Media. Push Media, as you know, is a
Production company.
production company founded in Shanghai.
Yeah.
But now they have a Tokyo office, they have Europe office, and everywhere, right? Founded by 3 skater director,
Yes,
Charlie,
Charlie,
Johnny, Jonathan, Lin,
Jonathan.
and Christian.
Yeah.
And actually, Jonathan and Charlie, they came back.
Yeah.
Oh, they came back this year, yes.
They came back this year.
Yeah, it was a short trip. I wanted to grab lunch with them, but yeah, exactly. I mean, a bunch of cool guys. They've been in the, you know, skate game forever, and also, you know, doing great stuff. So it made, you know, perfect sense. And I think it's just getting better and better. You know, I noticed one big difference from most events that they do is that their atmosphere is very relaxed. It's not, you know, it doesn't have to be like high intensity, high energy. It's just like, you know, party. So it's somewhere you can go to, you know, basically you up your culture game. You know, there's a lot of interaction with skaters, you know, but there's also a lot of socializing. Yeah. So I saw half the people outside skating, you know, and then half the people just inside talking. So it's a very smooth and natural, you know, move around. So the venue was cool.
Yeah. One thing that I want to point out is Converse make the skate documentary called Zhao this year for we Xu Ying. That's we Xu Ying, and this is
Xu Ying is a Converse China team rider.
Yeah, pretty much they are paying homage to the first skate documentary that Converse put out like in 13 years ago.
Yeah,
13 years ago.
That was really really fire back then. Yeah. That was a good film. Got a lot of attention.
Okay, so that's the Zhao is the main feature movie, right? Yeah. Any other movie during the Pushfest movie festival?
The other ones is all from the Converse video contest called Crude Up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Crude Up, and let's mention Green Energy. They won twice a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Green Energy is a skate crew from Chengdu City.
From Chengdu,
yes.
Yeah, Chengdu is like the new hotspot.
Yeah,
everybody's there.
True.
We had a trick. One of the tricks that was kind of going viral right now, that was out of Chengdu.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. Yes, I was not in town during the Pushfest, so I missed it. But before, I remember they built some ramp and also some skate demos, like a skate jam.
It's a skate jam.
All right.
Just a bump over a barrier, but the barrier keeps getting higher and higher.
Okay.
They could do it, make it higher. Yeah.
Okay, that's Pushfest, the movie festival, and before that, in the early October, there is a big contest in Anaya. Anaya in English, how to say?
Anaya.
Okay, Anaya.
Aranya.
I don't know that. Anaya sounds English. When people first told me about it, because I wasn't really paying attention to it. People were telling me, they're like Anaya. I actually thought it was like a country, like a little country somewhere. I was like, oh, okay, because that doesn't sound very Chinese, does it?
It's not Chinese name. It's not a Chinese name. I
right.
don't think.
Yeah.
Actually, Anaya is the name of a business real estate.
Oh,
area.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a city.
I thought it was
actually that real estate project is in the city Qinhuangdao.
Right. Okay.
It's like 2 hours from Beijing, in the north of China. Yeah.
Qinhuangdao is the birthplace of Chinese skateboarding.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
When Power came to China in early 1990s, Qinhuangdao is their office where it is.
That was the place, yeah,
and
for
they
sure.
start to host a contest there.
Yeah. Caballero, Danny Winwright, I think, Charlie Wilkins, all those guys know that place.
Yeah.
Probably the first place to China.
Yes, Steve Caballero came to China first time in 1994. It was Qinhuangdao, the first stop. And then, like 29, 30 years later, there's a big ski contest named the GrandMaster.
GrandMaster.
Yeah, hosted in Anaya, Qinhuangdao. We went there, right, William? Yeah. Where are you?
Me?
Yeah, this year's
where are you?
GrandMaster.
This year's I wasn't there. I was in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. I saw Terry there. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the GrandMaster be organized by Emily Song team. They want to host a big international contest, and they invite how many foreign skaters this time?
130.
Total skaters.
Total 130.
For Japan
For
and
Japan,
South Asia.
I would say at least 40.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
40 people.
a huge scale event. I mean, judging wise, they got Jason Rothmeyer from the States. So it was definitely very international. It's, great to see a Chinese contest on that scale. Bringing people in. Awesome, putting on such a good show, but not only that, just like having the judges out there too, so making it really, and the course is great, really great, beautiful.
Yeah,
and they brought in the Tampa system too.
Yeah,
the border
system.
Yeah, the border system.
Great to have the chance for a lot of the Chinese skaters to be on that.
Yeah, to compete with the international skaters.
Yeah,
together, And if you are interested with GrandMaster Ski Contest content, you can go check our Kicker Club Instagram, KICKER CLUB. We post several short videos about the best trick highlights, the champion.
T4 and Dasuka.
Actually, top 3 are Japanese. Yes.
Japanese skaters are good.
They got a lot of cash.
A lot of cash.
Yeah. How much price for the champion?
30K for champion. I think. Yeah.
We actually had one of our Vision sponsored skaters. He made top 8, which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
Zhang Shaochun?
OJ.
OJ. Oh yeah.
So he actually, he just paced himself. And which was really good. He made it into quarters and just moved his way up. So he was never like top, but he made it in.
After the daytime contest, skaters also had fun at the night.
You got to understand, Anaya is a closed skate community, and people pay to have a nice vacation over there, and the hotel is nice there. But I heard that people complain about the like skaters making noise during night. Like
for sure,
they drink too much.
That's how you know it's a good party. If nobody's complaining, then you're not having enough fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard that. I haven't been there yet, unfortunately. So I'll try and make it next year, or at least in the summertime. But yeah, I've heard that it's a closed gated community, and it's really nice. It's just like what you would imagine, like a utopia. Beach,
Beverly Hills,
exactly.
So the organizer pay for all the skaters stay in the 5-star hotel. But the kids getting drunk and like.
I would be celebrating too. I mean, if you're, don't let a chance like that go to waste.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the GrandMaster. The shortcut of GrandMaster, GM, actually is my name.
Initial, GM.
Okay, so that's. Push back to July. There is actually NHS bring their Santa Cruz 50 years art show to China. Yeah, start from July to September. They went to Shanghai, Beijing, Kunming, Chengdu, and Shenzhen, 5 cities. Yeah, actually that's a pretty good art show. I went to the Shanghai one. Did you?
I went to the Shanghai one as well.
Yeah, it's quite big.
Yeah, its location was great. The whole setup was, like I realized we see, growing up reading skate mags or, I guess for kids now it'd be social media or videos or whatever, and then we get like an image of it in our minds, right? Whatever that image may be, whether it's a trick or, the video, it's a part. And seeing all this together was really amazing because it just it really takes like these little clips and strings it all together. And you realize how much of skateboarding, we think we realize it so much because we're like, oh, we've been skating for 30 years or whatever. And then, but our attention is really kind of spread out between, different brands or the brands we like or whatever. And then when you go to one of these shows, it's amazing because let's say along this wall that's, 10 feet wide and you have the history of it for 50 years or whatever. And you're like, I know maybe, or remember ads from like 3 feet of it. You know what I mean? So maybe only 30% of it, before that, maybe it was before. And then, but I recall a lot of, brought back a lot of nostalgia seeing these whether it's the wheels you liked or the boards you liked, and that graphic, the hand graphic is so iconic. And they kind of brought it all back. So it's really, really cool to see that all together, especially, I mean, I can imagine if you love the artwork or, if you love one of the brands in our NHS, you're just going to absolutely love it. So if you have a chance, definitely go. It's very cool that they did that.
Okay, it's a wrap. I think that's what's happening in China skateboarding since our last update.
I don't know why we counted backwards. I think next time we should go from,
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. So back to our main topic, China skater going international. Why make me want to talk about this? Because recently, this week, Yuan Dong is a skater from Chengdu, right?
Yeah.
His clip.
Yeah, he's part of Green Energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's part of Green Energy.
How to say that? A roller coaster dropping.
Yeah, for you guys probably seen it on Instagram by now.
Getting viral.
It's that blue kind of rail, but it's like it's kind of like a drop in. It's like
square.
a 50-50 drop in, right?
Yeah.
That square rail, and then it's actually glass underneath that rail, which makes it extra sketchy. And then he drops in on that, and I think most of the a lot of the social media platforms are.
Yeah. Actually, that trick is a part of the Pogo ski shop. Pogo is the Chengdu city's main ski shop. Pogo ski shop 20 years anniversary ski video.
Yeah,
that's
20,
from
20 years for
that,
sure.
that video.
Respect.
Yeah, the name is Start Over. Yeah, you can watch that video on Kicker Club YouTube channel, and the first one posted on Instagram is Kicker Club. Mm-hmm. I have to see. After the video came out, I think I got a clip from Xu Zhao and I posted on Kicker Club story, not a post.
Right.
And a lot of people leave a comment and say, "Oh, that's crazy." And then I saw Johnny Tong post on his story. Mm-hmm. And then more and more media start to post out, and Jane Cam post on their story, and the Barracks post out, and this morning when we watch the Thrasher ski line, it's on Thrasher already.
So I think it's so cool. Obviously, one, tons of people are following Kicker Club now, and then that's a source, and I think for two things. One, it's a source for content. And then previously, maybe the content, not that it wasn't good enough, or maybe it wasn't eye-catching enough for whatever reason, right? So now you have kind of both, and that's, I think, more and more people are paying, or are interested, paying attention, or interested in skateboarding in China, or skaters coming out of China, right? Because people wouldn't be exposed to that normally.
Yeah, after like 20 years, only watching Western skateboarding videos. So finally in 2023, some China skaters start to making some noise.
Yeah, then that's great. Yeah. That's wonderful. China's always had lots to offer, and I think that was kind of the thing, right? Because before, maybe now, I would actually say maybe even this year, you would have people coming here, teams coming here to film, and the only time you would really see maybe you would see the China spots, the cities. And then little clips of it, B-rolls of whatever, but you wouldn't really catch any of the Chinese skaters,
Yeah.
And so I think now this is turning, and people I think would be more interested. So if they follow Kicker, they're going to be able to see, a lot of the skate spots or whatever else is maybe they're not reposting, but a lot of that has so much value, the skateboarding itself, just the spots.
Before Yuan Dong, there is some other
Xiaolian.
China skater, yes, get attention from
Russia.
Thrasher, also the barracks, right?
Yeah.
Xiaolian,
Xiaolian.
Smileface.
That's a cool
Yeah.
name, Smileface.
He's 29 stairs noseslide.
Yeah, that was nuts. Even Muska was like, "This is crazy." He's like, "What?" And he's like the no slide king, you know. Yeah, that's wild. Funny story about that. This kid's pretty smart. He went and bought
5 insurance, you said?
5 health insurance coverages before attempting it. So it wasn't like he's like, you know, there and he's like, I'm feeling it, you know, grabbing a film and going, let's do this. He had this like methodically planned out. Like, can you imagine how long it takes to buy 5 insurance? I'm sure, it takes a while.
Buying insurance in China is actually easy. Like getting it done, you could do it online.
Yeah, that the insurance company know what he gonna do.
Yeah,
when we talk about the big stairs, actually in China there is another clip getting viral from Shenzhen. There is a 10-year-old kid ollie the 15 stairs in Shenzhen. That spot is a classic spot. It's
I think Spencer Hamilton did fakey frontside flip down it. Kenny Hoy switchback 180 did it. There's a bunch of people, you know.
And the China,
the P-Rod 360 flip that?
I have no idea. Probably. I don't remember. But
yeah.
You see it, you'll know exactly which one we're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of foreign skaters. And the first Chinese skater did something is PJ, right? Tree flip, 15 stairs.
No, I think it's Xiaoxing.
Xiaoxing?
Xiaoxing heel flip or kick flip. Kick flip, I think.
Okay.
And Liu Jiaming heel flip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then PJ 15 tree flip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then now this year, a 10-year-old kid's ollie.
10-year-olds are getting good.
Xiaohu.
Xiaohu went to Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa Am.
Yeah.
Tampa Am.
Got a 39.
39.
So far, the best ranking for China skater. I remember on 朋友圈 is a China social media platform anyway. Eric Lai leave a comment on Xiaohu's post said, "Oh, next year you go to Tampa Pro much easier than Tampa Am."
It's true. Yeah.
But Tampa Pro is invite only, right?
Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think Tampa Am, it's not quite an open, but at least before the old policy, unless they changed it, you're able to go even if you're not like a factory sponsor. So you can essentially have like a shop, sponsor, and they can write a letter for you or vouch for you, and they would. But this was obviously like a while ago, so because more and more people are signing up, so that may have changed. But that was the originally. So like, you have kids, this is pre-Instagram and pre-social media, so kids are just going out there and they're like, so you're actually really able to kind of find that diamond in the rough because they want to go there and prove themselves too, And that was just like a super good platform. So if you made it at Tampa Am, then, your level is really high because that's where basically everybody was going and really gunning for it, really wanting it. I think with the with these contests, and the more we're seeing Chinese skaters go out and more attention or interest coming in, either through social media, Kicker Club, or even Kicker Club's YouTube channel, it's great because I think there is a lot of content. People weren't paying attention, but also for the riders that are going out, they're getting that experience. Going to Tampa is probably so blowing to them. They get there and they're like, because here we're talking they're like, big fish in a maybe smaller pond, right? Because they're already the best or top 5, and then they get there and they're like, hey, wow, this is where it's at. This is pretty crazy. So this is the level. Because watching videos, we know it's just like it's edited, and not that it's not gnarly. It's gnarly, but at that kind of level of contest. So I think it really, really helps adjust, themselves. They're like, hey, I got to work on this, or I got to do this. And instead of just being like, okay, my old same bag of tricks wins first place in China, or, I'm top 5 and I'm content with that. So I really hope this is, that this helps them, and helps Chinese skateboarding. And same thing, if the media, the interest is there, and they're looking at Chinese skateboarding now, we're seeing, more and more of those. Those aren't contest tricks, those aren't contest lines, but they're things that are fun. And I think for our whatever outside of China, they're looking in the other skaters, seeing skaters in China, like, hey, they're just like us. They're not competition only, or they're finding these fun spots, and they're DIYing spots. They're doing the same thing that we are, getting creative, and, just having fun. I mean, most of the spots in China are not as crusty as the ones we see in the States, where you have to Bondo gaps and DIY stuff. In Canada, there's not too many skate stops, and we're pretty lucky for that. So it's actually cool to see, even for me here, it's cool to see kids go find these spots that we're seeing, a 29 stair, being like, hey, this is doable, or, a roller coaster roll in, something like that is doable, or, DIY in a spot. Because here we get, sick of seeing just marble everywhere. It's just marble ledges lines. You're like, okay, it gets it.
Oh, yes. Awar talked with me yesterday. Awar is the ski shop owner from Shanghai, also
Sponsoring
Smileface, the sponsor.
Yeah.
Awar said he's working on Smileface next video right now. It got more than 1 minute footage already.
Wow.
And he showed me some spots. You can follow Awar on his Instagram. He said, go check the spot I post on my Instagram. Next video gonna be crazy too.
Yeah.
Long reel.
He's gonna be buying 10 things of insurance.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow our social media platform. You can subscribe our podcast by searching 5 More Minutes F.
No. 5. The number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number 5.
Yeah, the number 5. More minutes. More MINS. Yeah, and also you can follow Kicker Club Instagram and YouTube channel if you are outside of China. And thanks for listening, I guess.
Yeah. Let's try and do this. Let's try and keep our original commitment of every 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is Andrew.
This is Danny.
Thanks for listening. 5 more minutes. We are telling China skateboarding story
in English.
Peace.